Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Az in the morning here again with another update. Just a couple things here to go over, and of course, as well, if you guys didn't already get a chance to check out the poll yesterday, we did have Rogue and X-23 becoming the two characters that are going to be part of the next Mutant Savage Land team. Could very well be the next raid team. So for sure, stay tuned for that. It'll be interesting to see here. A little bit disappointed that Bobby Drake didn't get the win, but hopefully in the near future, this Omega level mutant can get some love here. But anyways, that's kind of the first tidbit there I wanted to kind of get to you guys here in case you guys might have missed that yesterday. Okay, so moving on here, in case you guys may have missed it as well here, we did have confirmation in the data mines. Thank you, data miners. Once again here, we've got confirmation that the next breaker will be Scorpion. I think there was a lot of it was the same thing when Blastar and Quasar were first their silhouettes were first initially sent out, and people were speculating who it was going to be, and lo and behold here, it looks like the Scorpion was in fact the silhouette that everyone had predicted, and it does confirm here now in the data mines that his event is coming, and there's a July 26th date as well here, so it'd be interesting to see if that's when they start having those objectives and whatnot on when his event is, because of course they gave us basically a week and a bit before the Surfer Breaker went live. So it'll be interesting to see here, and of course as well on regards that it'll be interesting to see what team he's on, because Surfer Breaker is on the Omen team. Now, if you guys recall here, they had this out a few months ago sorry, not a few months. Yeah, no, it was a few months ago. It was a few months ago. Don't ever doubt yourself. There was anxiety, panic, fear, and terror. And as you guys can see here, there was a couple of blank spaces on some of these character shards, right? So now, obviously, we know that some of the teams, who they are, right? For the Age of Fear, a couple of the teams was the Exalted, obviously. We also had the Shadow Conclave, and on the Terror side, it was actually the Omen team as well here. So there's no silhouettes yet for the other ones, but I'm assuming once we get the announcement of the next breaker, we'll most likely have an indication as well on maybe perhaps some of these character teams that they will be added on here. So back in game here, and as you guys can see here, we are under that Terror tag where there was those 5 missing pieces, and now we know that that team itself was the Surfer Breaker plus the Omen, and those were the 5 pieces. But yeah, they weren't initially on there, and they had to put them in there, so could very well see the fact that we could get the additions of the Sinister 6 members, because it does not make sense for them to basically bring up more or new characters. They'll most likely do some sort of similar strategy where they bring up maybe 3 or 4 characters like they did with the Omen team. And of course as well, probably the most likely candidates are going to be the ones kind of near the bottom here, right? The ones that people haven't really used up, and I think, you know, it could very well be related to the movie as well. It could be Rhino, could be maybe the original Green Goblin, maybe not the classic version, and it could be Electro. Maybe we'll finally get our Electro Max Dillon, because I know some people are wanting that. And yeah, we'll see what happens here, right? But yeah, interestingly enough, I feel like maybe even have synergy with the Insidious 6 as well. But very well could be reworks on Mysterio, Kraven, Rhino, Electro. Honestly, any one of these characters would be great. So that's kind of interesting, and hopefully it does come to fruition. Last and final thing here is there was the payout as well for the Surfer Breaker event, and of course as well we did get our top 350, which gives us the Awakened materials, and of course as well as the 7 red, and hopefully you guys were able to get the most out of the event as well here. Apologies if you didn't, and I can almost guarantee that in some shape or form the event will be back sooner than later. Other than that, guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your morning. Hopefully these were a couple of interesting updates for you guys in case you guys may have missed it yesterday. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one.